Spoiler alert for this video. And this video is also sponsored by my merch store, my Patreon page, my PayPal donations, and gifting site. More on them later. The movie opens up with Thor as he is in a desert with his daughter. He's trying to protect her and praying to their God for help. But unfortunately, he doesn't answer him. His daughter dies, and he then finds an oasis where his God is partying. And it's there that Thor learns that his God cares nothing of the people, but only for themselves. The God is celebrating because they defeated the God Butcher, who wields the Necro Sword. That's powerful enough to kill a god. Thor renounces his god, and the god is angry by this, tries to kill him, but is chosen by the sword, and he slays the god. He makes a promise to slay every god. It then opens to Thor on an alien planet with the Guardians of the Galaxy as they team up to save these aliens because Thor is on a rampage of destruction, killing all gods throughout the universe. Thor and the Guardians split up while this is going on. We find Thor's ex, Jane, has cancer. Recently, a Minecraft YouTuber creator Technoblade died from it. Now, Jane is going through chemo. She has stage 4 cancer. She reads in a book about Thor's hammer that might save her life. So she heads to New Asgard on Earth, where the hammer fragments begin to shake as she gets closer now to Thor, who makes way to the queen of his people. But she wants to become sent to Valhalla, home of the warrior's death. But she's still alive. But Thor informed her that maybe her arm is there. The two return to New Asgard on Earth, where he finds the place eventually under attack by Thor and his shadow monsters. Thor meets a new Thor wielding his old hammer. She reveals herself as Jane, and Thor is shocked to see it's Jane. Soon, Thor is attacked by Thor. Now a word from our sponsors. My merch store, I offer shirts, caps, mugs, phone cases, hoodie, and more. My Patreon page, Anime Cartoons. Support monthly as well as $1 a month. Get my weekly work schedule. I post it every Friday. You also get Anime Cartoons animated video sneak peek. First 1 minute of my video. I also have a $40 a month tier with merch delivered every 3 months. You get 4 items altogether. I now accept donations through PayPal. Send as much as you want or as little as you want. You can also send gifts through the website Throne. You buy, then they send the gifts to my actual address. You can click on the links below to these awesome items, these awesome stuff. Send me gifts. Send money through PayPal. Donate through PayPal. Become a Patreon supporter. Or buy my merch. And also about the merch. I mean the gifting. I'll do unboxing on my Twitch channel, my Twitch account, Gamer Tyler, Twitch. And also the certain select items, I'll also be showing them off on my YouTube channel, so certain YouTube channels. Now back to the video. As Thor is attacked by Thor, he successfully gets him. Unfortunately, without anyone realizing it, Thor uses the shadow monsters to steal all the children. So he escapes from Thor, which is really good. Steal all their children. Now holding the children, Mighty Thor, and Valkyrie set off to get gods to join the battle to stop Thor. They head to Mount Olympus, home of Zeus, where we find all of the other gods. So the group disguises During the event, Thor tries to quiet his friends, but Zeus is annoyed and asks him to come up on the stage. Then Thor in disguise asks for his help to defeat Gore, the God Butcher, but he wouldn't hear him out. Zeus uses his powers to chain up Thor and uses them powers to take off all of his disguise, but takes off all of his clothes. Actually revealed it's actually Thor. But after this happens, Thor claims that Zeus is just scared. Zeus reveals to Thor that yes, he's scared because Gore has the Necrosword that could actually kill him. There's a full out fight between Thor's team, and Zeus. And using Zeus's lightning rod, strikes him right in the chest. It looks like Thor killed him. They make their way to the dark world. It's then that Thor talks about still being in love with Jane and not wasting time. Jane reveals she's got cancer and tries to quickly deny it, but it's out there in the open. As they make their way to save the children, Thor has a kid on the inside who's able to astral project himself to them. As they make their way to save the kids, the movie turned black and white to represent that they're in a shadow world, a void of color, just darkness. They find the cage that the kids were in empty. They look around for them, finding Gore's hideout. It's inside that mighty Thor finds out that Gore is actually after Thor's axe. During the fight between Gore and our heroes, but during the escape, Gore gets Thor's axe, and when they return, Jane is in serious trouble. Her cancer isn't getting any better, and Thor tells her she needs to stop using Mjolnir, for it's killing her. Thor heads off. He's determined to save the children and put it into Gore. But Jane really wants to help as Thor. Wants to really help. As Thor is fighting Gore, Jane uses Mjolnir again, but it's really killing her. But she makes her way to those Shadow Realms. Together, they put the hurt on Gore. While this was going on, the children used Thor's axe to return home. But soon, with Jane exhausted, Gore had finally succeeded in reaching the wishing realm. Wherever I'm going to call it, I'm not even sure what it's called exactly, can't remember. So he could bring death to all the gods. He might be dying from the Necrosword, but he could make its wish fulfilled, death to all the gods. Thor holds Jane as she's about to die from the cancer. Thor says, "I could stop you, but I'd rather spend what little time I have left with the one I love." Thor convinces him to wish for his daughter alive again, and Thor takes her as his own. Thor is a father, a stepfather. Jane dies, and a statue of her is placed in New Asgard on Earth. It's also revealed that Thor and his daughter are called Love and Thunder. During the end credits scenes, yes, there's two of them. The first one reveals that Zeus is still alive, and he's not happy how the people call upon their superheroes and not the gods. It looks like we might see his son in the future as a new hero, Icarus. Only time will tell. The second one shows us Jane. Shows us Jane. She's in Valhalla, home of the warrior's death. Maybe Thor and Jane will meet again in the future and stay together forever. Please like, share, subscribe. I do movie whenever I see a new movie. I watch mostly animated and Marvel and maybe DC Comics. I have a few left for this year. I watch on opening weekend typically, and release it 2 weeks after it's premiered. To give people a time, please support the channel. I love making these videos. And one way is to support the channel. Thanks for watching. See you all next video. Bye for now.